So that's an issue that can come up, especially if you know that you're going to owe a lot and not be able to pay. This might be an issue down the road for you.
So you talk about bankruptcy. When you talk bankruptcies, what kind of issue that make people file bankruptcy as a family? Why they had to file bankruptcy? Because of what issues?
Well, they all relate to debt, of course, having bills that you cannot pay. Now, I was just talking specifically about tax debt because you'd asked me to do a tax show.
Tax debt will relate to the bankruptcy also.
Well, there is a second very important tax issue in bankruptcy, and one I'm glad you brought up. If you owe money to a creditor, if you owe money, say, to your Citibank MasterCard, and you don't pay them, and Citibank forgives some of the debt, you negotiate with them, and you only pay them in part. Citibank will issue what's called a 1099-C for canceled debt, and the IRS treats that as income. In fact, I have a bankruptcy client, and she's also a tax client, and I just filed her bankruptcy, so now I can turn around and file her taxes. And what's going on here? This one's kind of interesting. She had a house. The first mortgage I don't remember if it foreclosed or if it was a short sale or what, but the first mortgage was dealt with. The house is gone. The second mortgage is unpaid. Okay, and she owes $35,000 to the second mortgage. The second mortgage issued a 1099-C. Saying, you know something, we're never going to collect this $35,000. And as I say, she came to me for bankruptcy for other reasons. She has a lot of other debt. We're never going to collect this $35,000. We're going to forgive it. We're going to write it off. You don't have to pay us. But she got a 1099-C, and if I report that as income, that $35,000, she owes the government a lot of money. Okay, but if I file her bankruptcy and then file her taxes, on the taxes I report that she filed bankruptcy, and thus this debt was not canceled. This debt was not forgiven. This debt was discharged. A debt discharged in bankruptcy is not taxable.
Cho mình thà bà sợ mình chỉ cho bankruptcy mình trong khăn cái tháp ông từ tại file income tax ở toàn về lý. Và sau dương trong anh lùi sắp, họ bây giờ bẹt kê với người ta dương ai xong bây giờ bê các bạn này làm bày bây giờ bê ca dương rốt tháp ca làm bày bong bún đá trời rốt tháp bà trời vinh mà họ chụp sách trong bộ ôn dương là mình bẹt lùi tràn hơi bàn file bankruptcy nó cứ thay cho mình ai mình là phép những bong ở đường chụp bẹt từ này kia đường chụp bẹt từ hàng còn lại xem bán dương ai sao thưa bankruptcy bànហើយក្នុងbankruptcyគឺថាវាអាចមានស៊ីសងទៅលើតុលាការវិនិច្ឆ័យរៀងៗខ្លួនបាទសំខាន់គឺថាយើងឧទាហរណ៍បើសិនជាយើងជំពាក់លុយធនាគារលុយគេខាតបាទ50,000ចុះណាហើយយើងមិនអាចបង់បានហើយដល់ពេលយើងបង់មិនកើតយើងក៏ទៅឲ្យគេធ្វើ bankruptcy ទៅហើយគេកាត់យើងទៅបង់គេថា 10% ចុះដល់ 5,000 ចុះអញ្ចឹងលុយដែល45,000ដែលយើងមិនបាន45,000យើងមិនបានបង់គឺថាគឺជារដ្ឋាភិបាលចាត់ទុកជាប្រាក់ចំណូលរបស់យើងអញ្ចឹងនៅពេលយើងធ្វើតាក់ពន្ធដារគឺយើងទៅតែបញ្ចូលលុយនឹងក្នុងជាប្រាក់វិវត្តប្រាក់ចំណូលរបស់យើងផងដែរអញ្ចឹងធ្វើឲ្យពន្ធដារយើងកាន់តែឡើងទៅតែសំខាន់គឺថាបើសិនយើងចង់ធ្វើអញ្ចឹងគឺថាទីមួយគឺថាយើង file bankruptcy ហើយយើងធ្វើតាក់ក្រោយយើងអាចឲ្យគេបញ្ចូលលុយដែលពាក់យើងចេញពីដោយគេបន្ថយពី bankruptcy បញ្ចូលក្នុងពន្ធដាររបស់យើងក្នុងពេលនោះគឺថាគេអាចលុបចោលមិនគិតគូរថាលុយជាលុយចំណូលរបស់យើងទេនេះជាការមួយសំខាន់ឲ្យសូមបងប្អូនជឿច្បាស់ជម្រាបបងប្អូនយើងដែលមិនអាចមានលទ្ធភាពនឹងបងថ្លៃ bill ថ្លៃជំពាក់គេគ្រប់ច្រើនតាន់ពេលវេលាថាយើងទៅសូមប្រុងប្រយ័ត្នក្នុងការរឿងជាពិសេសការបង់ពន្ធដារនៅចុងឆ្នាំមួយបាទសូមអរគុណ
And in fact, this has been one of the fun things about being a bankruptcy lawyer who is also a tax preparer.
Fun. It's always fun to see people suffer from losing So, what kind of fund is the talking about?
No, that you're able to
to
work the
help.
two things
Okay.
together to solve some fairly significant problems. You know, as I say, I mean, I've had clients who come in. I mean, this woman, it's $35,000 of taxable income. I've had some others come in, you know, who, again, houses foreclosed, and sometimes even the first mortgage isn't taken care of, and it's $100,000 that is showing up on, now we're talking about a 1099-A, but the same basic idea that there's a lot of debt out there that the IRS thinks is income, that the Department of Revenue thinks is income. And these are people who, by definition, I mean, they're losing their houses, they don't have money. And it's nice to be able to
help.
Well, to understand how these things work together to get the best result, kind of a thing.
So I think មុនពេលយើងសម្រាប់សូមសួរលោកវិហាស្កាលសូមឆ្លើយនៅអ្វីដែលលោកវិហាស្កាលបានឆ្លើយមិញគឺថាសំខាន់គឺថាគាត់សប្បាយចិត្តក្នុងការរៀបចំជួយបងប្អូនយើងដែលជួបការលំបាកហើយជួយសម្រួលកិច្ចការរបស់គាត់ឲ្យបានធូរស្រាលបាទជាពិសេសដែលជំពាក់វគ្គវិនហើយរំកហើយយើងមានលទ្ធភាពនឹងកិច្ចបានទោះបីជាខាតបង់ស្អីច្រើនក៏ដោយក៏យើងនៅតែមានលទ្ធភាពរួចខ្លួនហើយរដ្ឋាភិបាលទទួលខុសត្រូវទាំងអស់នឹងការដែលយើងជំពាក់ទាំងប្រមាណគឺជាការមួយដែលគាត់សប្បាយចិត្តនឹងការជួយសម្រួលបាទហើយក៏មានកូនក្តីគាត់ច្រើនដែលមកពាក់ព័ន្ធជាមួយគាត់ដើម្បីសូមគាត់ជួយបាទthis one you want to take a 2-minute breaks then we hope to have receive some call from audience who would like to learn more about the tax or about the immigration, especially when you go to Cambodia. Thank you. And សូមអរគុណទីហើយនេះសូមធ្វើការសម្រាប់មួយពី1 minute 2 minuteសិនបាទសូមអរគុណ បាទយើងវិលជួបជាមួយលោកលូវីសាស្កាលម្ដងទៀតនៅในខ្ញុំក៏សូមប្រកាសម្ដងទៀតចំពោះពិធីបុណ្យចូលឆ្នាំខ្មែរនៅឯ Clement Park នៅ Park Byland បានថ្ងៃ12ពីម៉ោង5 12ថ្ងៃត្រង់រហូតដល់ម៉ោង7ល្ងាចបាទបើជួបទៅហើយនឹងដែរគឺវត្តទៅអារាមយើងក៏មានពិធីបុណ្យចូលឆ្នាំខ្មែរដែរពីថ្ងៃអាទិត្យទី13ខែមេសាពីម៉ោង12ល្ងាចរហូតដល់ម៉ោង6ល្ងាចគឺថាមានពិធីរំច្រៀងបន់ប្រជាបរបែងប្រជាប្រិយរំប្រជាប្រិយលក់ឆៃចាំផ្សេងជួនរបស់លោកអស័យមកកំសាន្តបន្ទាប់ពីយើងធ្វើពិធីបន់ប្រពៃណីយើងនៅវត្តរួចហើយបាទអញ្ចឹងគណៈវត្តអារាមចាប់ដើមប្រពធ្វើពិធីបុណ្យចូលឆ្នាំខ្មែរពីល្ងាចថ្ងៃសុក្រទី11 12ថ្ងៃសៅរ៍13ថ្ងៃអាទិត្យរហូតដល់ថ្ងៃទី19វិញបាទដើម្បីជាកិច្ចបង្ហាញបនចំពោះបងប្អូនយើងដែលជាប់រវល់ក្នុងការធ្វើការងារក្តីបានមកចូលរួមក្នុងពិធីបុណ្យចូលឆ្នាំនៅថ្ងៃពិតប្រាកដគឺថ្ងៃ14ខែមេសាបាទសូមអរគុណបាទហើយក្នុងដែរគឺលោកកឹមសុខានុប្រធានគណៈបក្សសង្គ្រោះជាតិនឹងមកចូលរួមប្រស័យតាក់ទងជួបសន្ទនាជាមួយអស់លោកស្រីថ្ងៃទី18ខែមេសាខាងមុខនេះជាមួយលោកអៃដាមហូវ៉ាន់ដែលជាសភារបស់គណៈបក្សសង្គ្រោះជាតិដែលមកជួបសន្ទនាជាមួយអស់លោកផ្ទាល់នៅឯភោជនីយដ្ឋានសំពៅមាសពីម៉ោង5ល្ងាចរហូតដល់ម៉ោង9យប់បាទសូមអរគុណហើយមុននឹងនេះថាសូមទីបើក line ទូរស័ព្ទឲ្យបងប្អូនយើងផងហើយបងប្អូនយើងចង់សួរលោកវីហាស្កាអំពីកិច្ចការផ្សេងពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងរឿងពន្ធដារហើយពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងរឿងអន្តោប្រវេសន៍ផងដែរអូខេ Luis, now back to you again. Thank you for coming. You bring a lot of good point, a lot of news about tax season, especially for those people who file bankruptcy, as well as information about your trip to Cambodia this summer to help your clients to make sure that the case being done properly and successfully. Right?
Well, the key is to do it successfully, right?
Okay. Is that the key? Okay.
Well, it really is. No, I mean, one of the things about immigration, especially immigration out of Cambodia, is it's actually pretty easy to do it properly.
Okay.
A lot of people can fill in forms and send a proper package to the embassy or to the immigration service and then the embassy for processing. It's very hard to do it successfully.
Okay.
So I do think it's appropriate to distinguish between doing it properly and doing it successfully. And that is one of the reasons why I like to go to the embassy every year, because that really does help make the difference between, on the one hand, simply doing it properly, and on the other hand, actually getting the people here.
So what